Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Hey, how are you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, I'd call this some sideways movement. Anything under 5% is standard day trading. And Bitcoin's only down 0.9%. That's nothing. So, we got a price coming in at 8,600 and something. We got the market cap at 418 billion. That's always a plus. I'm definitely sure about that by the end of this year, we're going to be looking a lot closer to that $1 trillion. So, we got 17.8 billion traded in the last 24 hours. That's down a little bit, but am I concerned? Never. This stuff is always growing and expanding into, new technologies and new places and reaching new people in the market. So we got Bitcoin coming in at 34.8% right now. That's about the standard 1/3 of the entire market that's been coming in. So what do we got here? Well, we got Ethereum. It's still having a little trouble breaking that $900 barrier, coming in at $849. That's down about 1.9%. We got Ripple sliding back a little bit more, coming in at $1.03. That's down 4.2%. And we got Bitcoin Cash hanging out at $1,246. That's down only 2.6%. So, I got to talk about Steam. We got the Steam price coming in at $4.15. That's up 0.26. That's not really a lot, but when the rest of the market's looking down a little bit and we got a little green over here on Steam, that's always a plus. But the Steam-backed dollar is doing great today, coming in right there at about the $5 mark at $4.95, and that's up 5.6%. So I'm real satisfied with that because I've been holding out waiting for the $5 mark. So, what are we looking at today for news on Bitcoin and Coffee? Good coffee. Well, it looks like we're looking at some more free coins that are coming out. We're looking at that it could be controlling the market a little bit, but hey, we know that that's how this stuff's gonna, roll out. So we got Litecoin Cash potentially coming out here soon. We're looking at it. It's gonna be like a 10-to-1 ratio with that. But we got Charlie Lee saying that he has nothing to do with this, that he's not standing behind any of this kind of stuff, and that it's a potential scam. So if this does happen, if you are invested, if you're gonna try to catch that wave up, always be careful. Always do your due diligence. Know that these things don't always play out the way they're supposed to. And, just because something happened before with a different coin and, a fork or an airdrop or whatever, and you expect the wave to go up, doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it's going to go. So don't get caught up in thinking that what always has happened is what always will happen. We're also looking at Ethereum. We're getting a price pump right now on that. It looks like we're going to be getting an airdrop out of that. It's going to be coming around March 5th. It's going to be for Callisto. So we're looking at the 18% increase right now. We're looking at Ethereum Classic coming in at $32. We've seen highs out of it in the 40s. An Ethereum Classic at $32 sounds good to me, but I'm sure that this price is probably going to come back down after March or real close to it, as everybody go ahead and collects on the snapshot for this airdrop. But hey, at least this one's not going to be, driven from the same fork. It is an airdrop situation where they're going to have their own Genesis block. It's just going to be a copying of the code, kind of. So last up for news, we're looking at CryptoKitties. We got to talk about this one just a little bit because we never know what kind of effect this one's going to have on the Ethereum network. We looked at CryptoKitties, came out in December, and it was a real big thing because it clogged up that network, and we were paying fees on it that were almost comparable to what we pay in Bitcoin, or were paying in Bitcoin. Glad those prices are coming down. So, with this mobile app that's coming out, the Asians, they're going to be all over this stuff. They're going to be downloading it. They'll be walking around trading CryptoKitties. So, we could be looking at potentially the Ethereum network getting clogged up. We could potentially be looking at an increase in the price in CryptoKitties if you're holding on to any. So, let's stay tuned and see what happened with this one. But what do we got going on here with the Bitcoin and Coffee channel? Well, we got that the numbers are growing. And tomorrow I'm thinking about changing up the episode a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can't do an episode because I know that we got so many new users coming into this that my brother's over visiting, and he's helping me do some of the remodeling here, and we're going to be trying to get my property up and going. But, since I'm so much into Bitcoin and crypto, he's asking a lot of questions, so I thought I'd ask him to jot a few of these down, and he might ask me a few of these tomorrow on the show, and, I'll shoot out my answers, and we'll see if any of this can help you. But you got to remember, you guys, none of this is financial advice because because if I knew what I was doing, I'd be a rich man, and I'm real far from that. So, as always, if you like what's going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. These numbers are growing slowly, and that's how I like it, because I got a free help desk service at eugeneforrest@20@gmail.com. If you're new, if you got questions, if you just want someone to talk to about crypto, hey, shoot me an email. I'm a regular guy, just like you guys, trying to hang out in crypto, save for my retirement, not get involved in those high-risk, high-reward situations like BitConnect was. I'm in Bitcoin for the long term. I believe it has a future. But as always, I got a whole bunch of tools down there and affiliation codes and, help you figure out what's going on in the market, get you some free Bitcoin, and some other coins, ERC20 tokens. If you're new, start collecting on the faucet. That stuff adds up. And as always, there's the donational addresses if you got that extra crypto to give away. But come on over to Steam It. Great place to get free crypto. And while you're there, you can upvote me.